You're a tremendous lover, babe, with a gigantic...
Okay.
Hey guys, it's been a while since we did our last life update. That was back in February, I think, and so much has happened since then, since we untied the lines and
I think I said this last time. Sorry to jump over the top of you there, Elayna.
My favourite thing.
Is it really though?
I feel like I'm always like the one saying the subjects and being the annoying one. Like if you talk, I would love that.
Okay.
Give me some questions.
Sometimes people say that I interrupt, but I've been asked to. So, I'm quite stressed about making this video because I don't feel that it's worthwhile unless we're sailing somewhere and shooting fish and doing all of this crazy shit. I just want to ask people straight away, because we got so many comments of people saying that it feels very intimate and that you really appreciate these candid talks. And what were some of the other comments? You look happy. There was a bunch of really positive comments.
We love these because it also feels like therapy for us.
I feel guilty because we haven't sailed 1,000 nautical miles to present these guys.
Well, I think you need to get over it. Let us know in the comments. Do you love these videos?
Should I feel guilty?
Give us a thumbs up
if
on
so,
the video.
What % should I feel guilty at?
Today we really just wanted to reflect on where we've been since our last catch up. We have so many questions from you that we've been meaning to answer, and there's no better time to do that than in a dedicated video. Also, we're going to read out some assumptions about us because they always make us and you guys laugh. There's some crazy ones in there. You guys were also asking about the boat and would we change anything having sailed on it so far now? Also, people are still wondering where everyone's sleeping. We're going to answer those kinds of questions. And we're also going to talk about our future sail plans. Some of you are asking, what are we going to do after Japan? I think we should ask ourselves that question and see what comes out because we're not too sure.
There's not too many things that we can do. We could either go to the Philippines, Micronesia, Jamie said, or Hawaii.
Yeah.
Other logical options.
I think Micronesia.
Lenny wants to go to China.
He's got a fascination with China. I don't know why. Probably something he's seen on YouTube Kids. So, should we get into it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's kick it off with the best sail of your life. Where was that? How far was it? Why was it the best?
Okay. For starters, I had a bunch of beautiful people on board. So we had Jamie, who was incredibly helpful. Forrest, who's become like a very, very good friend of mine.
He's a part of the fam.
Lenny was there. Darwin, I guess, is all right. Elayna, and of course Ellie, who is just, I don't know how to describe Ellie. She just gets everything done and is just extremely calm and level-headed. There was all of those people to share it with, and we were bombing along in absurdly flat water, and we were going at 20 very frequently, sustained. We weren't surfing down any waves. There weren't waves to speak of. In 16, we were doing 18, 19, even 20. And then when the wind picked up from there to 2022, we were doing 24, way above wind speed.
Which is what was promised.
Which was the magic thing about this boat that I have been looking forward to doing. And we just drilled it. And I did a big write-up on Sea People. I screenshot that and I sent that to a whole bunch of friends and the boat builders and a bunch of people, and I was just really extraordinarily happy.
Yeah, that was a moment. And the beautiful white Jenica, it casts this like diffused light over the whole boat. It's like some James Bondy kind of at the same time, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a whole lot going on.
Before people knew how powerful and fun it was at the helm, everyone was sort of being dragged in, and it could have been the screams, but I feel like there's like a vortex there that people were just getting sucked into.
Yeah.
The nexus of the boat, the locus of all of the fun was the helm.
Yeah.
There was one point when Elayna took the helm, when the wind picks up and the apparent wind comes forward, normally you would bear away, and she was just holding it, and Elayna was smiling, and I was like, we're gonna end up buying a Mod 70.
Oh, okay, so this is a fun and unexpected one, but do you want to tell everyone your wild idea?
It's not a wild idea.
He started talking about another boat, and we just got on this one, you guys. He just keeps showing me videos of Mod 70s, and I'm like, I mean, Like, show me this in like 5 years, I could seriously consider it.
But if you want anything to happen in the marine industry, you've got to be planning half a decade
This is true.
in advance.
But we're not building a Mod 70.
The only reason I'm talking about that is because this boat is so fun and cool and powerful. So I could just see that being the next step. And if there is a next step, which might be something like that, I need to be thinking about it, as I said, half a decade in advance.
He wants a Mod 70. He wants to put the coach roof from a Rapido on top of the Mod 70. And he wants us to cross the Southern Ocean in how many days?
6. And there's going to be a bunch of people out there going, and you've been going since day one.
And you know what? You love our boat now, don't you? You love the colour. You love the interior.
And I'm just, please,
see that we can sail it.
Tell me in the comments that I can't do it. Tell me that I'm not good enough of a sailor or something like that, and then just watch what happens.
Yeah, that's some great motivation. 99% of you are so supportive and positive, but like that 1% even said like once you have kids, that's it. Forget a YouTube channel. Like, who are you kidding?
Those semi-experienced sailors that hang around on forums like Sailing Anarchy and are just negative, old, really boring curmudgeons, you provide me with so much energy.
Thank you.
Love you. I absolutely love you guys. I wouldn't be here without you.
Speaking of some negative comments, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but the fasting retreat I did.
What a banger of a segue, Elena.
The fasting retreat like probably had the most amount of negative comments we've ever had. I didn't take it to heart because I think a lot of the comments came from people that didn't actually watch the whole video. For example, some people would say like, the parasite zapper, what a load of but like he was in the video playing devil's advocate and proved it to be.
Yeah, that's my point.
That's what he said.
Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
I'm still really happy with the research that's out there. There's massive studies being done on like, you know, up to 3,000 people, and I stand by fasting. And
sometimes you don't have enough energy to stand, so you're just lying.
No, but one thing I will agree with is probably the thumbnail maybe missed the mark because...
Oh, babe, 100%. That's where it all started.
Well, I mean, my intentions was not for it to be like weight loss. In fact, I think I mentioned weight loss once in the video, and that was one of the benefits, but it's for longevity and...
It's hard to get everything right. We missed the mark with the thumbnail.
Yeah, missed the mark with the thumbnail, I'll give you that. But as for fasting, for you guys that don't believe, you got to look into it a bit more because there's something to it.
I don't fast anymore. Do you want me to look more into it?
The Kinabatangan River, would you recommend people sail up that river? For those of you who missed it, it's like a big river in the north of Borneo. There's crocodiles, orangutans.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Of course. It was great. It was a different little thing that we did. You're motoring.
Yeah.
But you need to forgive yourself for doing that sometimes.
Yeah, that felt like a wild adventure. Which brings me to a question you guys asked. As a young family, do you have stress about sailing in such remote areas? And I would say
yes.
An appropriate amount, yeah, because we were quite far from a hospital, but one amazing thing about our insurance and the medical courses we've done with MSOS is we feel like we have the best medical kits on board, and on top of that we have telemed, so I can just hop on the phone with the Starlink and call a doctor. They can tell me what medical kit to open up.
Starlink's the thing, hey?
That is such a, changed our lives really. Such a safety thing, and also for work, like I can upload videos in no time.
But then we've doubled our file size because we're recording everything in log now.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the log? Have you noticed? Another thing with our MSOS setup is you can also call them and they can help evacuate you, so they can locate the nearest helicopter, come and pick you up, all that stuff.
What type of helicopter is it?
I think around here it'd be a pretty shocking looking helicopter. In fact, I would hesitate to get in it. I saw one the other day and it looked like something out of Vietnam, like an old war helicopter. Chopper.
Billy,
so
get to the chopper.
Just fast forwarding 4 hours to my nearly bedtime, and I wanted to share with you my absolute favourite way to end the day, and quite possibly this is the reason I might seem so bouncy in the life update video we just filmed. Dream Beam Powder has been helping me since last September when I first stumbled across their product fall into the deepest sleeps and wake up feeling energized. If I have a lot on my mind or I've been on the laptop, I can find it really hard to fall to sleep, and that's when I'll absolutely make what is essentially the most delicious delicious hot chocolate, except without the artificial flavors, sugar, dairy, or gluten. It's a bit like having dessert before you go to bed. A lot of you would already know how important good sleep is. It can boost your mood, it can help your skin, reduces your stress, you get a quicker reaction time. Anyway, I made the mint chip flavor tonight. I gave some to Ellie. How was it, Ellie?
How many pieces are we missing?
So nice. Mint chocolate?
Yeah. I also love the peanut butter chocolate. Oh, that's actually my favorite. And yeah, I always have the deepest sleeps and wake up feeling so refreshed. Never groggy like some other sleep aids, I guess because they're using all natural products. They've got the magic melatonin, they have reishi mushroom and magnesium, just to name a few. I love that their ingredients are so simple. And actually in a clinical study, 93% of participants reported Dream helped them get a better night's sleep and wake up feeling more refreshed. Now, you don't want to miss out on our biggest discount with Beam. You can click the link below or scan the QR code and use the code SLV to shop our exclusive discount and get up to 45% off for a limited time. Enjoy, guys. Next is so after the Kinabatangan, we went diving at this place called Sipadan, which is world-class diving. We were really hesitant to put on scuba dive gear, despite the fact that I'm a dive master and he's a dive instructor. We did all that before we met 10 years ago. We hadn't gone scuba diving for years. So when we picked up the equipment, it was like, hang on a sec, what way does that go? But we overcame that, didn't we? And it was sick. Or you're going to say you'd rather freedive, hey?
I would rather freedive.
He'd still rather have freedive that, but I feel like it was so deep that I'm really happy I got to spend 45 minutes down there. And the clarity of the water.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
It is cool. And for me, it's something different. So that was good.
We saw so many fish, like especially edible fish.
Oh.
When we were down there, him and I would if we both saw a good fish, which was like all the time, we'd look at each other or like get each other's attention and go,
No, that wasn't the funny thing. The funny thing was the instructor dude.
Oh my God.
It was a legend. There was all of these incredible fish around. There's like half a dozen juvenile sharks, coral trout that are just gigantic, like meter long things, and there's 20 of them. There was the butthead things. It's just a bunch of really awesome fish around.
The butthead thing.
And then there's this little unicorn fish. And the instructor dude has gone like ding, 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 and we're
tapping his tank to show us
and
everything.
He's like dragging everyone in, and he's like pointing at this unicorn fish, and I'm looking behind it, and I'm going like,
he's going like this.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find what might be the really interesting thing. Often it's like a nudie break or something. So Elena and I are looking at this very, very normal looking reef fish, and we're like,
we both looked at each other and burst out laughing.
Yeah, underwater. It was pretty funny. It was funny.
Have you guys ever burst out laughing scuba diving? It's so bad. It's like worse than being in a classroom and not being able to laugh in front of your teacher, because like you feel like you're gonna drown.
It was a good moment because we both laughed at the same time.
Yeah. Sipadan's amazing though, guys. Definitely.
And our instructor was a legend.
Oh yeah, we loved all of them. They took such good care of us. After Sipadan, we went up, we crossed the Sulu Sea, stopping at this island where we saw Dogtooth tuna. 50 meters from our boat, there was like some locals camping there, and they came out to our boat and asked us for water and food, and of course we gave them some coffee and whatever we could,
basic
rice.
Human necessity.
Yeah, they asked us for water too. I'm like, geez, how are you guys even getting by? But that island was really special, hey?
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. We were in the middle of nowhere, just nowhere. And there was a reef, it was completely unprotected. The wind changed direction and we just got gentle ocean slap. Yeah. And it was just wild. I sent Jack and Fran a message and they're coming like real soon.
Yeah. We were sailing in what is actually like pirate territory. There are red zones. We sailed to a red zone that's like, do not go here. Some of our friends and family knew we were sailing the Sulu Sea, and our Starlink stopped working. We were like, they're gonna think we're dead for sure. So we let 2 days pass. We were like, we can't stay here any longer because 3 days, like they're calling out a search for us for sure. Considering we left a conversation in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's what you did to me when you were sailing from Tonga to New Zealand. 10 days. Remember your satellite phone died?
Yeah, well, I think it fell out of my hand.
Yeah, you broke it.
Yeah.
I was about to call for help and he radioed a boat nearby, luckily. Anyway, that's another story. I was just starting to worry, and then I read an email. This is a relay message from Riley on the Vagabond. All is well on board. Satellite phone has gone down and he cannot send updates of his position. Had to leave the cool tuna place. Now we're in Palawan. Jack and Fran are going to come aboard soon and we're going to continue sailing north. We're just going to visit the Philippines until August. That's when we leave the Philippines to go up to Japan. Before we move on to future plans, I didn't want to forget the question about like, would you change anything on the boat having sailed on it? I'm going to mention it's cosmetic, but like it's super important for me is the fact that, and it was in like all the blueprints that I wanted PowerPoint in the saloon, I wanted PowerPoint under the nav desk because you need to plug in laptops and charge things. If I'm working on my laptop, the only place to currently do it is in the kitchen, standing up, but it forces me to have a stand-up desk, which I like. And then down in my cabin, sitting on the OC tender little cushion thing with my laptop on the bed. Yeah, it's been really hard not having PowerPoints everywhere. That's one of my biggest regrets. What would you change, or are you happy with your decision making?
No, lifting the tender up was one thing for sure. That's just so annoying that we don't have that done.
Yeah, we've spoken about it before, so we won't spend too long on it.
And then there's just some weight saving things that I think could have been done. There's a lot of things that are very, very good about this boat.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Sorry, I was just getting your questions. How long does it take to learn the skills and become competent enough to set sail on your own?
It just entirely depends on the person. We haven't really trained anyone up to do that. I don't know. You ask someone else.
Yeah, he's probably the, yeah. Any idea though? Rough idea?
77 days. You need to be extremely practical to be able to maintain the boat.
And always aware. You got to look after the batteries. You got to, every single night, you got to look out what's on deck so it doesn't blow overboard. Is your dinghy tied off properly? Like, we've lost a dinghy. Like, the fact that you always have to be so aware of everything, checking the weather, updating all your technology, it's never ending. Are you good at that?
Recently, I went and saw a boat nearby. And the first thing that the dude said was, man, how do you do it? Like, how do you run a YouTube channel with the kids, sail a boat that's a new build? He's like, how the hell, like, how's the new build going? I'm like, yeah, well, I'm still sorting a few things out. And he's like, dude, a full-time job for him is just sailing around and navigating and making sure they don't wind up on a reef somewhere and then resupplying the boat. So, we're amazing. Like, everything that we do is... No, but it's just, I feel like it's important to just point out. And it's nice that a couple of people recently have acknowledged that. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot more going on than the highlights, mostly that you see. We do try and...
It reminds me of that meme that you didn't get.
What meme? Oh, that I didn't understand. I'm not very good at understanding memes. Baby number 3,
so we'll
guys,
show
stop asking. No baby number 3.
We'll show the meme.
But I just don't find it very funny.
It's hilarious. Forrest thought it was funny.
Okay.
He sent me a big lol straight away.
How does everyone
Make sure you
sleep?
follow me on my Instagram for the lols, everyone.
How does everyone sleep on board? So me and Lenny sleep in our room in the main master cabin. Riley and Darwin sleep in the saloon because Darwin is still 2 and he needs to be with an adult and we all can't sleep in the same bed. Ellie has the guest cabin and then Forrest, or we had Jamie.
It's Riley Whiteland, by the way.
They sleep in, they have a blow-up mattress and sleeping bags. You never even post on your Instagram.
Yes, I do. I write very well-written posts, actually.
Once a month.
Yeah, but it's good.
Okay. Jack and Fran are going to be sleeping outside. Luckily, they're very, very good at this. This is their jam.
So people are going to be going, that's crazy that there's no beds for people to sleep. If you can't handle that, then you don't get to come on board.
Yeah.
I would prefer to be outside, legit. I actually might pitch this to you now. Me and Lenny outside and you sleep with Darwin again.
Oh God, Darwin's so annoying to sleep with. He like climbs over you in the middle of the night and like on your head, kicks. No thanks.
I can sleep pretty well. Elena, that's not her strong suit, so
no.
I take the kicks in the head.
A lot of you guys are asking about workout and diet routine.
I'm only eating celery, fish and water.
Fish and a rice cake.
I'll have fish and a rice cake, have some more fish with a rice cake. That's it for the day.
No, but I've been getting inspiration from you. Yeah, you've really motivated me since you just went to town like, what, a year ago. But we now have a personal trainer, Dash, who you met.
Yeah, met in Bali.
And he's
Legend.
been keeping us on our toes. He's got a workout routine for us on the boat, using bands.
I'm mostly on the rings.
You've got rings now, which you love.
So it had previously been I would go to land, for a time and try and get into shape there. But I'm actually finding that the workouts that I've got on board are actually just as hard, and I'm getting actually more in shape here.
Yeah, there's really no
Because
excuse.
our diet's better.
Yeah, we also log our food, which I only just started doing because it was so annoying.
Yeah, and I've just been trying to eat as much as I can, basically.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
Or
He
I
just gets
was.
to eat so much protein.
You would have seen me a while back, I was getting pretty fat.
This is another really common question. How do we get time to be intimate? For example, we've just told the crew that we're here to film a video, but really,
Forrest knows. I'm like, oh, we've just got some voiceovers to do, mate.
he's like, right.
Can you go and make yourself scarce for the next 7 minutes?
And if we take them to the beach and we've got the dinghy, like they can't get back to the boat. We have so many excuses to have the boat to ourselves, like filming videos. Actually, that's one of our main excuses.
Well, when we're busy sailing. So recently we went through a fair stint where it was hot and we were honestly sailing 100-mile days every other day.
Yeah, sometimes, weeks can go by where we're just like go, and we don't have that time, but it's not forever. How are the boys going? The boys are going so well.
Oh, man.
It's getting hectic though. Like, they're getting really big, and especially before bedtime, they're crazy.
I wonder... I'll just be honest. I was wondering if they were going to watch in future and what they might think of this, but they're both fantastic. Darwin is very, very funny, and Lenny, I think, is very clever.
Yeah.
Like, very clever. He's one of the most curious people that I've ever come across, which in terms of, how I would gauge someone's potential success in any intellectual capacity, I think that just being curious, if he can maintain that, yeah. He comes in the morning and he's asking me about black holes at 7:30 a.m. It's insane. And then he listens.
Yeah, and then he remembers it. Like today, what did he say about
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice? Yeah. We can't wait to see what both of them do.
Darwin has just got this spark that people are drawn to.
He's got the riz.
Yeah, he
does already.
I'm cautious, even though they're 5 and 2, to be comparing. So I just want to say that you're both really extraordinary humans and we love you both.
We're the most lucky parents in the whole world.
Lenny loves being on the boat. That's the thing.
He never says
Tying
I'm
knots,
bored,
running around.
Seem so much happier on a boat than anywhere else, mate.
That's because it has so many ropes.
So many ropes to tie stuff.
Yes, yeah.
We were unsure when they were a bit younger because we don't have many other sailing families with kids to look up to or follow.
Yeah.
Or we just don't because we don't have time to follow anyone else's lives really.
Yeah.
So we're making it up as we go, and we can now confidently say that our kids are happy on this boat. I think we
Way
are giving
happier.
them a really great life, full of
Yeah.
education everywhere we go, which is another question about schooling. So Lenny is homeschooling.
Sea people helps her.
Yeah, sea
That's
people
not
has been
even a
huge
bloke.
help.
It's just legit. It's just how it is for sailors on the ocean. You can just find your crew. It's amazing.
Excuse the shameless plug, but the launch of the Sea People app is just around the corner, and we're so excited to show you what we've been working on for years now. With our Explorer map, finding fellow coastal dwellers and seafarers will be a breeze. Our kids will never be short of beach playdates again. You can join a whole bunch of us beta testers and use the app today if you'd like. I'll put the link in the description box below. For schooling, so Lenny's using IXL, that's the program he's on. And if he wanted to, when he's a teenager, he could take all the, all the exams and stuff. He could study for that. We're going to leave that up to him when he gets to that age. Assumptions. Riley wears a tinfoil hat.
I'm a conspiracy theorist. No,
That is the worst assumption.
that's a bad take.
So off. You obviously don't watch our YouTube channel. He's not even going to be watching this. Party all day and all night? We're lucky to have one wine every couple of weeks. It's not a good combo, drinking and being out in the sun all day. Like, You just want to be healthy and sleep well and wake up early and go to bed when the sun sets.
Imagine being drunk and you drag anchor that night.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nah.
And I used to do that.
When we first met, we definitely drank a lot on the boat and partied and dragged anchor.
It's happy hour. We've got about 5,000 drinks for $10.
It's a recipe for disaster. You have no idea how you ended up in this position and are stressed about life like us. I definitely have no idea how I ended up in this position.
It's been a long time now. I think that was more true 6 years ago than it is today.
I can agree with that. And my imposter syndrome is definitely fading. And now I feel like I've arrived. But I think that's just with age too, like turning
Just
30.
cocky and arrogant now, aren't you?
That you never argue. We are so good at not arguing now. Early days, oh my goodness, it was so hard. Just, again, every couple needs to read the book. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We probably have, what, one argument a
Mind
week?
the Gap?
Mind the Gap's really good as well.
What about
You're more spiritual than Riley and you believe in horoscopes and such. I don't believe in horoscopes, but I was talking to Ellie last night because this came up in conversation. It feels like there's so much truth to a lot of it, but then a lot of it, I don't know. You did laser to always be in bikinis. No.
what's laser?
Like laser hair removal.
Oh.
No, just a sharp razor all the time. Life is just maintenance being a girl. It doesn't have to be, but I choose to be hairless all the time. I love being hairless.
Yeah.
You both have a lot of energy. Yeah, that's true for me, and I think true for you too.
I'm more fits and spurts. Like I'll get up and go absolutely mental sailing or spearfishing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I've learned that I need to rest more.
There's no like medium with you. You're either like on fire or you're in bed. Like sleeping all day, snoring in the middle of the day. Whereas I feel like I'm super energetic. I have to tell myself to slow down.
Yeah, you work too hard. It's crazy.
I don't work too hard anymore. I just do too much stuff. Like out in the sun, cooking for the kids. Like I'm just...
What would you call that?
Is that work though, or is that just life? We're lucky
we're
to have so
sailing.
much energy. I'm so grateful to be 30 and to have a body that works and to wake up with energy. And I suppose I don't want to put that to waste. Like, but I also don't want to burn out like I did a year ago. I don't want to end this on such a cheesy note, but honestly, if you have a body that works and a healthy mind, you are so lucky, and use your body. Just go out for a run. Well, I am getting too cheesy, aren't I?
If you have a body, then like this video.
Well, we'll answer some more of your questions down below in the comment section. On our future plans, it is undecided what's happening after Japan. After we spend a winter in Japan, in Tokyo, the boat's going to be in Tokyo. Philippines, Micronesia or Hawaii. Let us know where you would like to see us sail. And some other spots you don't want us to miss as well, because we still haven't even really...
Write all the comments. Fill the comment section with comments, everyone. It's good for our videos. That's why we do it. That's why we're asking the questions. You might think that we're actually interested, but we're not. We're just being very...
We don't care.
I haven't read a comment in 5 years.
I actually stopped reading the comments early days, hey, because they seriously like...
Yeah, I
Mess
cut
me
you
up.
out, but I still read them.
They mess me up.
If
But I
you see
always
any-
read them now because you guys are amazing.
If you see any snarky comebacks in there, that's definitely going to be me.
We're going to go pick up the crew and the kids from the beach and give them some dinner. But thank you. We will see you all next week. What we've got coming for you guys is going to be extra special. We'll be exploring the best of the Philippines, finding hidden lagoons, and spearfishing with our friends Jack and Fran. Don't miss it. We'll see you guys soon.